Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Hit it. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Protein spill.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Watch out, watch out. Tie it right, tie it right. Hey, wahoo. 52's the mic, boy, 52.
He'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the safety creep. Gun, gun, gun.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
You gotta step it up. Hey! Mike 96, Mike 96.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Everyone got 4 down.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Out of the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 30.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Gun. Crouch. Check.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. Eight. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check it.
Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
All day, defense. All day.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's what I do.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Kamara. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Saints have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Ready. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Watch the run. They're running it.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Great.
50's the money. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Carolina. 63 yards. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
That's going to be a long day.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. 8, 8. Check. 66. Pull it. Half. 20.
Here's Newton. Can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Swing. Hey, lock it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Right there.
Complete to Equanimeous St. Brown. Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Go, go. 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Quarterback, don't get again. You're trying you up. Ready?
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, exit. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hit it.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 25-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 4 down. 8. 12. 24 is the mic. Here we go.
To throw is Newton. Throwing right, and that's complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Newton on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is...
They fake the give. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready. 30 base. 59. He can't hang. He's not going to give you. Hey, Haywood. 59.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Man, I got you.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Gun.
This is McCaffrey. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Great. 96. Great. Hey, 96 is coming. We're going to Mike 96. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
From the 29, Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go. Ready? You ain't got nothing.
Here's McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Set. Katie. You ain't going nowhere. Kill. Gun. Kill. Turn up.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Second and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Mike, check 33. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 33.
Throwing is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Cameron Jordan in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gano's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Hey, 96 is coming. We don't like 96. Hey, man.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. It's the right side here, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready? Right to the 3. 50 to gun. I got it. Mike's 50. Heavy. Push him back.
From the gun, Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
It's third and 7.
Ready? Right at the 8. 50's the mic. You ain't doing nothing today. Mike 50. Hey! All day. Echo. Mike 50. It's a party now.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Bravo!
Back to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, box truck. 6-6, pull it high.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Ready. We go 25 to Mike. Here we go. Get it.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight right. 4 down. Go. 50, Mike's 50. Check pass. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, huh?
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Move. Hey. 4 down. Deuce. Watch the twist.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
36.
From the gun, Newton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Look, squeeze.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 42-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Hey, Alpha. 56. Max 56. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And the blitz does come. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Greystone travel.
On the ground, Kamara down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 18 Gator. So we got man.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt, because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.